Alright, in this video we're getting into inspiration. I know I've discussed this many times before, and something I find, at least these days, I think, first of all, I've said this before in previous videos and I'll say it again, there is a vast universe of ideas out there. You could literally sing about anything and everything. You can be inspired by anything and everything. There's universes up here, and I think the one thing that I've noticed a trend with, and you know, maybe it's not a trend, and I don't want to devalue anyone's inspiration or you know, ideas and stuff. However, I will say, and I want to confirm for those of you who have been feeling this way, music doesn't necessarily have to be about pain or relationships. As I stated earlier, there's so many things out in the universe, so many things in here or here that we can speak to, that we can sing about, that we can feel inspired by. And I think, honestly, sometimes I feel like there's a trap in waiting until you've had a shitty relationship, or waiting until you feel pain or anger or whatever it is. And I think you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait till stuff happens in your life to express yourself. You can go for a walk, go on a graffiti safari as the Angel Spit dude, Zook. You can go on a graffiti hunt, graffiti safari, as Zook has suggested, where you go out and about in the urban environments and you look at graffiti and you try to decipher it and you try to figure out the story of that graffiti, and you know, that story becomes your inspiration for your next song or whatever it is. And I think it really is a trap to be waiting until, you know, something happens in your life. Like, we can go out and have experiences. We can go out and, you know, go out and do things, and those experiences and those things can be inspiration for music. And I know I've touched on this many times, and I will repeat it one last time. Universes of ideas, universes of ideas and inspiration. And I think you don't need to wait for inspiration. You don't need to wait until you've had a shitty relationship or been treated shittily. You don't have to wait until you feel angry about something. You know, just go out and do things, experience things, and look at things. Even look at things. Like, there could be a piece of artwork. Like, across my, I live on the top floor in a seven floor apartment structure. And across the way here, there's a new brewery that'll be opening in the summer called Sea Change Brewing Company. And granted, I haven't written any music about that particular brewery, but I can see the artwork, and it's like, you know, there's a giant snake on the front of the building, and part of the snake's neck is slightly cut, but the cut piece is the top of a tab of a beer can. It's actually quite interesting. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna turn this. See, as you can see there, the Sea Change Brewing Co. Granted, I would probably never write music about that, but I mean, the artwork itself could be inspiration for something. You know, maybe you feel there's a lot of snakes in life and a lot of snaky people or whatever it is, right? I just wanted to show you the Sea Change Brewing Company building, the front facade or whatever you want to call that. There's inspiration there. I mean, maybe maybe that'll inspire a song for Twitch or something. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, you don't have to wait until. You don't have to be in that trap where it's like, you know, the artist's dilemma, where it's like, you put yourself in painful situations just so you have inspiration for your next album or EP or whatever it is. And actually, psychologically, that is toxic. Like, just doing that in itself is toxic, and it's not healthy for you. And yeah, it's just toxic for your mental health, and probably not a good idea to be doing that anyway. So, but you get the idea. I just wanted to do this quick video and kind of get into the idea that it doesn't have to be about pain or relationships or whatever. It can be about other things, and space is another one. I can throw out tons and tons and tons of ideas. I'm not going to do that though, but I think you get the idea. Lots of ideas, lots of inspiration. Doesn't have to always be about pain. Doesn't have to be about relationships. Can be about many other things. Can be about buildings, skyscrapers, cyberpunk, literature, whatever it is. At any rate, that's it for this video. I hope you folks are doing well. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please give it a like. If you feel like sharing this and convincing your lead singer that they need to talk about something other than relationships, or that they shouldn't is not the right word, that maybe they need to consider not constantly putting themselves into toxic relationships and toxic environments just so that they have inspiration for their creative art, music, whatever it is. Please share if that is the case. If you have any comments or questions regarding inspiration, or I could definitely throw ideas your way if you're looking for things to be inspired by, or you want to change up your writing style, and you just need some ideas to get your brain and your heart going, and yes, inspiration. Get the inspiration flowing.
Bye.
And if you enjoy what's on this channel, hit that subscribe button and be notified when the next video comes out. So see you in the next video. Fuck yeah.
You can't get this at a better price.
Culture chatting.